All right, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the show. Don't forget to let us know what you think before you go. But first, intro music. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, everybody. You're listening to another episode of A Couple Things with your favorite couple. I'm Vinny Barberini, alongside the intelligently beautiful co-host Michele Scabarelli. I should say Michele smells like wonderfulness Scabarelli.
Well, we did not smell like
Ladies and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, did Miss Scabarelli not say, after taking her garbage-stained sweater off, that she smelled like wonderfulness?
I did, but I could still smell garbage.
Objection, Your Honor. Oh, sorry. I just like saying big words.
We just cleaned out a lot of shit out of a freaking dead freezer, and it smelled so bad.
Yeah, we had to do a little house cleaning.
Not our house.
Not our house. The old MIL. What does MIL stand for?
Mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Not your mother-in-law. My mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law.
Yeah, her fridge broke right before she took her luxurious trip. She went to one of Saturn's moons, right?
Yeah.
She has that kind of money?
Yeah, she's with Katy Perry going to the moon.
Oh, she's with an actual astronaut?
Yeah, she is.
Wow. See, I don't know. Do I have to apologize for that? Can we agree that Katy Perry is not a fucking astronaut?
No, she's not an astronaut.
She went with, and I think also, you know what? That makes me think too. Taxi cab drivers, hate Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, because in order to get the amount of shit you have to go through to get a license to be a taxi cab driver, and then one day someone came up with an app like, hey, use your own car as a taxi, and then people started signing up and like, hey, I'm a taxi now.
But then let me ask you a question. Why did people have such an issue with Katy Perry going up to the moon, but people didn't have an issue with them taking a monkey up to the moon?
Because the monkey didn't come back down saying, I'm an astronaut.
Can you imagine?
I'm just saying.
Maybe he did to his buddy friends, to his monkey friends.
Well, that implies he has friends. And when you go to space, you don't get friends.
Well, monkeys tend to go in packs, don't they?
Now, was it a monkey or was it an ape?
I don't know the difference, honestly. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but just know that monkeys have tails. Well, apes don't.
It was a chimpanzee, so no tail.
So ape.
Ape.
Yeah. Okay. See, why chimpanzee? I know they're smart, but I bet you. Listen, I want NASA to have the balls to send a silverback gorilla.
I was gonna say, you think they're gonna do a gorilla?
Send a giraffe up there. Which
it would take days for them to float up to the giraffe's neck to be.
I was gonna say no. Yeah, the head is gonna be in space for like 3 minutes before the body.
Yeah, but
here's a philosophical question. Speaking of space and sky, so when you look up, what do you see? The sky, right? When you're outside. But at what point does the sky start? Ooh, I'm sorry. Question. Am I Socrates?
There's got to be some sort of like gravity shift or something, and that's when the sky starts.
But no, not gravity, because then it's space.
There's a no.
But if you're in this, like, if you're where the clouds are at, you're not floating.
I'm nodding my head very, very violently.
So if you're nodding, you're agreeing.
I'm nodding this way.
I'm nodding European style. You're shaking.
I'm shaking my head. Whatever.
Nodding.
No, you've seen videos where they start going up and there's people floating. There's a gravitational shift and you're not in space yet.
Right. What I'm saying is...
It's above where the airplanes can go, basically.
Okay, first of all, you're not going to teach me about aerospace.
But then also the planes are already in the sky. So it's a different, yeah, no.
No, but I'm saying, like, when does the sky start? Not where does it end? Where does it start? Like, how high do you have to go before you say, I'm in the sky?
That's a really good question. If we had I'm just saying. Super nerdy, maybe they could help us answer that. I have no idea.
That's true. Now, here's another philosophical question I got for you. How much wood could a woodchuck? No, I actually did want to bring something out because we were talking about, just a few seconds ago, we were talking about sending animals up to space and stuff. Yeah. So, my question is, what does a giraffe sound like? Because I brought up giraffe. But the main question I wanted to ask you, which I told you I was going to ask you this. I said this off mic. I was going to ask you this. If there were two animals you could pick, where you could switch the sounds that they make, what do you pick?
I would pick a kitten and a lion.
Really?
Yeah, because I think the lion is a beautiful, majestic creature, but hearing that roar like really, really scares you. So that you hear it say meow, and then you're
that thing, right? Just fucking Attila the lion gets up on the rock and is just like, and then everyone in the jungle's like, "Oh shit! There's the big bad king right there."
Right? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't be the big bad king if he doesn't.
But then some poor hipster on the north side of Chicago is sleeping, and their cat goes to stretch, and they're like, you're just like, "Fuck! It's 2 in the morning. Why are we yawning?" You know what I would pick?
What?
I'd pick a cricket and an elephant.
There was times where like we would hear at work, we would hear a cricket. We're like, there's a fucking cricket in this room.
Yeah.
And some teachers like couldn't stand it. It would drive him nuts to the point where they're like, I need to look for this cricket. And they'd move stuff and they could never find it. So having it sound like or like an elephant definitely helped them out.
No, and I think they'd actually they would be even worse off.
Why?
Because first of all, you're just hearing the in the corner of the room, right? And you're just like, okay, class, and just you're like, oh fuck! Especially crickets in the middle of the night. You're just like you're camping. You're like, man, it's just so relaxing out here. You can hear the crickets.
Oh,
you can hear the birds chirp.
See, to me that's like one of my goal trips. And here's the thing: the only reason I wouldn't do it is because you got to take a whole bunch of vaccines. But to go to the safari, to do like a full safari, like in Africa with the elephants and the giraffes.
I imagine you're on a safari tour, right? You're in the middle of the field and you're taking photos. There's the leopards. There's a bunch of birds sitting on top of a hippopotamus. There's like 4 of them right there, and then you're just kind of chilling. The guy's like, "Yo, that's like a big ass field with animals," and if you look over here, that's more field with other animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and then just conveniently, there's a big ass tree in front of you, and you just start feeling thumps, and just boom, right, and everyone's just like, "Oh, what is that? It's another majestic beat." Out comes tusks first, right? You see the tusks.
Yeah.
You see fucking Earl the elephant just coming out, just right.
Yeah.
And he's just strutting his stuff. He just came off of a nap, and you're just like, "Whoa." Right, and everyone's just kind of like still. Even the guides are like, "Yo, chill out." Right, because our guide is promise.
So are you painting this like this is a bad thing or like this is a great thing? I'm confused.
Listen, he comes out and he's just kind of chilling. He's like, okay, there's leopards. They're looking out for the gazelles. Poor gazelles, they might get eaten, right? Earl's just like, there's some fat hippos over there. I don't give a damn about them. Then he looks in our direction. He's just like, oh shit, humans. They got to be tourists. So Earl's just like, you know what? Let me start the show.
You're starting to lose me. Keep going.
I'm just saying. He's like, let me just start the show, and he kind of turns to us, and he kind of just like does a small strut towards us. We're just like, oh, right, and Earl's all like, watch this bad boy, and then Earl rears up on its hind legs, trunk up, and all you just hear is,
okay.
Oh man, I don't think you got any of that.
Majestic is like the sound. Like the sound is that important.
I think so.
I
just thought it'd be hilarious that like that big ass beast that you're afraid is gonna stomp you out, and all you hear is just a.
I'm not afraid of an elephant. I know they can. I mean, I've seen videos, so
they get rambunctious.
They get a little, yeah. But I don't think the sound affects you unless you are a predator.
What do you mean?
But then snakes, well, the rattle. You hear the rattle in a snake. The slithering sound. There's like warning signs like they're about to attack.
Yeah.
So like if you're not a predator, then your sound doesn't matter.
True, man, but you see that big ass fucking mammoth and it makes that little ass squeaky chirping? That makes me nervous as hell.
Why?
That big ass beast is
nervous in what? A good way or a bad way?
No, a bad way. Bad way. There's no I don't need my elephants chirping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think it would be funny. Just it's 2 a.m. or you're out camping and these fucking crickets. Wait, no, that's a horse. Yeah. I don't have my animal sounds really good.
Yeah, no.
Fucking Barky McBark-a-lots.
Yeah. Like we said, they love to fight.
They love
while we're recording.
And of course, they probably can't hear this, so it doesn't even matter. But you actually want to do a safari? I don't mind safaris, but like, man, because then you did say the whole vaccine.
Well, so I do have a friend who travels a lot, and she did a safari where like they tented, and they're like you could hear the lions from a distance, like roaring and stuff. Not a tent, somewhere a little safer at night. But there is like that house. I know I've seen. I'm sure it's expensive, and then the giraffes come and you could feed them and stuff. But it's in Africa. Like I would do that, and then I would do the cars, where you drive with the cars and stuff, and you drive with the car through like the Sahara Desert,
I see.
Or not the Sahara Desert. Yeah, the Sahara Desert. I don't know.
Not the desert, but
wherever the animals are, the lions and stuff. And,
it's Africa, so they're everywhere.
Yeah, and then you could see them from a distance, and the animals are used to it, but they're protected and stuff.
Well, you also have the thing too where they put you in the cage, and then the lions are just all running around, climbing on you and stuff.
That one, I don't know if I'd want to do that one. That's the same thing as telling me if I'd ever want to do the swim with sharks and you go in the cage. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's true, and that's water.
Wow. Nope. No, thank you. No thing. I seen that video where the shark is able to get in the cage, and thankfully the person is fine, nothing happened to them. But like, no.
Like everyone's getting sued, and everyone's giving me money somehow.
Yeah. I love Pisces. Okay, so I don't really like use the whole identifying with like the astrological zodiac signs. There you go.
Zodiacs.
But I will say I do love water, and I do love being on a beach. However, I am very scared of the ocean.
It's a big ass fucking place.
But not as scared as you are of the ocean.
I'm scared of like puddles and shit. Not a good swimmer. I've almost drowned in a puddle once. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been in the water and I scream and
you scream
because I feel stuff on me.
Yeah, like seaweed and shit. That's gross.
Yeah, but that's why I prefer ocean water, seawater than I do the lakes. I hate lake water.
What's wrong with lake water? I guess it's dirtier,
huh? Gross. It's dirtier. It's not as sanitary because it doesn't clean itself really, or as much as the ocean with the salt. It kind of cleans itself.
I guess so.
But yeah, no, I've been at lakes, and like if I can't see my feet, that's a problem.
I think that's more so when you went to Greece and you could see.
One of the best trips of my life. It was just amazing.
Was it though?
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the waters here are disgusting.
Yeah, no.
Especially that river. Don't touch that river.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I was swimming with sharks and the whole lion thing. Now, my question to you is, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
You lost your train of thought?
I lost my train of thought.
Well, I was going to say, we have a goal for today. We can't use the F word.
Oh.
Or we can't mention anything related to the F word. So if you have been listening to us, this is episode 5 now. So if you've been listening to us, and you think you know what that word is or what it's related to,
put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
The F word, we'll never use.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stay away from this F word.
Can I like give them a hint?
No. But the F word is plenty. Plenty.
You don't spell plenty with an F. See what I did there? Oh, so we were talking about animals and stuff. I want to tie it into another question I had for you. Which this was actually I wasn't gonna originally ask you this, but now that I thought about it, what animal makes a good like partner in crime?
A monkey.
Like a monkey? You think?
It's a monkey.
That's kind of an easy answer. Pick out of the ordinary animal.
If you could train like a mouse,
assuming that every animal in this universe is you're able to train it like properly.
I would say a mouse because they could go in and out without even being like seen.
What would you have them do in your crime spree?
Probably like rob a bank or something like that.
Oh no, but like their specific job while robbing the bank.
Like
what's their part?
Going in there and jiggling keys and opening stuff.
Jiggling keys.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like I need a team of animals.
Okay, then how many do you think you'd need? Let's say a team of 4, you and 3 other animals. What bank you robbing and how you get it? Or it doesn't have to be a bank robbery, but
yeah, I think a mouse could be inconspicuous, steal some keys, we sneak in there,
Okay. I use them for something else, but go ahead.
And then I was thinking like a gorilla would be good. It's like your like shield, and it would knock people down. It would be like your bodyguard in a way.
That's a very loud animal. So like that, like whatever you're doing with like, whatever it is you're doing, he has to be part of like the brute force team.
Yeah,
they're just smashing shit down.
Yeah. I also feel like I would need an animal as much as I love, a good lion, but I would need an animal with opposable thumbs to help out.
Yeah, I guess the apes are the only thing left.
Yeah. So that, yeah.
I'd use a mouse. You could bite all the wires to the cameras. There's no security systems.
See, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Nah, you were talking about jingling keys. It's just like, hey, you're the key jiggler. You see any keys, you jiggle them.
And bite cords because their teeth are strong.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
Let's see. So I would stick with the mouse, but for the security thing, I'd go. Ooh, worker ants. They're strong. They're strong. You get them in the safe. You just get them. You get them to like arrange the money so that once you blow open the door, boom, all you got to do is swipe it into the bag. So like worker ants, like some sort of like soldier ants that can carry like and stuff. 1,000 ants or something. Yeah, like at least a couple mil. Just a couple million.
Yeah.
And then if people are like, hey, what are you doing? You just sick those ants on the other guys. Like, shit, this mildly stinks.
So you needed some like worker ants and some like red ants to do the biting.
Yes. Yeah, let's see. Is there an animal out there that like spits fire or something?
Well, I mean dragons, but they don't exist.
Yeah, so the third would be the dragon. I think that's my last. If all else fails, I'll be like, I can't whistle. Yeah. And then he's like, here you are, like, come here, Minnie. And then it's just like this 1,000-foot dragon and it just burns everyone alive. Yeah. But somehow
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, see,
you didn't get into it.
Don't. I know I should have. A lot of people would be like, "Whoa, you never saw that."
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like it took a little bit for me to get into it, but once you're into it, you're like into it. Yeah. But then I will say, like, the ending was so disappointing. So I'm like, I'm glad that you kind of didn't get into it because I don't want to be disappointed again.
It's tough. Like when you get something that goes 6, 7, 8 seasons, like. You gotta be running out of shit to say and talk about it. Yeah. So I'm not saying I would expect the last season to be bad, but I also refuse to believe it was that bad that people were up in arms.
No, it was horrible.
Really?
I'm telling you, it was bad.
Man, I guess I don't know. You want to tell me the answer? No, because I wouldn't have any idea what you're talking about. Okay, well. Yeah, no, I think if I would have probably watched one more episode, I'd be like, well, I guess I have to keep going.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because I only saw, 2?
Maybe 2, yeah.
From what I only got to the part where they kidnapped Peter Dinklage's character. Because they think he's the one who almost killed the kid.
Yeah.
And then they get attacked by some,
Yeah, and they start killing the wolves. Oh, that was so upsetting.
Those killing wolves?
Yeah, remember? Because the wolf bit the kid. The little jerk kid.
Oh yes. Yeah. No, but that's not the part I was talking about at all.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that was another part that you did see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they kind of make the dad kill the last dog.
Yeah,
but then Arya tells one of the wolves to basically like run, and dogs are smart enough to do that. But another animal I would do is a dog. I mean, like
you'd do another dog,
like for the robbery. Yeah, I feel like a dog would be good.
He could be. What would you have him do? Lookout? Carrying bags? Sniffing the cocaine?
Do some carrying of the bag. I don't know. He would play like distractions because he'd be like belly rubs. Give me a belly rub, and then people are like, oh my god, it's so cute. But then and then he like disarmed security guard, and then and
that's true. Like he's so cute. So then, what kind of dog?
I'm thinking in my head Malinois.
I'm thinking a golden retriever. Because no one suspects golden retriever would do something bad.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right? Just those golden locks walk through the front door, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god!" While you're behind them swiping money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Dang. So a rat, worker ants. Oh no, I wouldn't choose. Maybe I would choose a dog. Now that you say dog, I'm just stealing your ideas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are.
I'm so uncreative. I'm just gonna rob the bank you're robbing. At the same time. No, yeah, dog's a good one, but I think I'd go mouse, fire ants, worker ants, soldier ants, and grizzly bear as my escape. Or should I go elephant? But they're a little slower than Nah, I would go grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear? Why? What's the grizzly bear gonna do?
Escape. It's gonna help me escape. I'm gonna jump on his back, and then the mouse and ants are all crawling on me. So it's just like go, go, go. Mm. And the grizzly bear's like, "You got it, sir." And then he like starts the meter on his taxi. Yeah, no, we're not on this. We're in this taxi cab.
Yeah,
it's a Russian named Bear. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my successful getaway story. Yeah. But they always say too, like when you commit a crime, like committing it with someone else, you're practically just giving it away. Like you're basically getting caught.
So you're better off doing it alone?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was listening to a different podcast. This was years ago. I was listening to it, and he was talking to his cop, but his friend who was a cop, he's like, "Okay, let me ask you this: what if me and the guy were gonna rob a store?" He's all like, "Nah, you're already caught." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, because like the slightest miscommunication and everything's kind of fucked. And how do you know he's not gonna snitch on you? And how do you know he's gonna do exactly what he's supposed to? And it's just
that's true, but that's DNA. Assuming that your friend's a rat.
Well, that's assuming your friend's a rat, and that's assuming that everything's exactly going according to plan. Yeah. And you know exactly what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, can you try? I mean, I don't know. Are you a ride or die? Are you going to commit a crime with me?
With you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will flawlessly? Huh? Okay, so it's me and you. Of the three animals you chose, which one would you take along? And I'll tell you which one I would bring along.
Oh, to do the thing? I'll take the dog.
You take the dog?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the mouse. I'll take the
mouse. Yeah.
What's my fascination with the rats? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disgusting.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
Which ones?
Little mice.
No, I know what they are.
Yeah.
But like the white ones, the gray ones, the brown ones, the black
ones? I saved one time.
What'd you do?
So when I lived with my mother, obviously, she had mice. And she set up a whole bunch of, I don't know why she liked glue traps. She's like, they work better than the other ones. And I'm like,
my grandma loved that shit.
But they're so they're so much more inhumane than if you do the slippy ones.
Oh, I got a story for that.
Oh, really? So anyway, there was a little mouse on a glue trap, and it was so tiny, and so it was a little baby mouse. And I went outside. I didn't tell my mom, and I took the little mouse, and I took a little like toothpick, and just like make sure he was unglued from the glue pad, and I let him run into the outside and from the front yard. And I didn't tell my mom I did that.
And then you saw him like do a U-turn, go right back.
Well, here's the thing: it still had glue in its little paws, so like he could have gotten stuck in the rocks or something. I don't know what happened to it, but
and so you're just like, hey, I tried.
I feel like a hero.
And like I should go to heaven, shouldn't I?
I should go to heaven. But then I have also killed a mouse, but that was a bigger one, and it looked like it was pregnant. It was one of those same things. It was in a glue trap, but it was big, and I just took the broom and I just whacked the shit out of it.
I did the exact same thing.
Really? Yeah.
It was late at night too, and I got trapped, and my grandma and I can hear it.
Yeah.
So I come upstairs, I take the broom, not the brush part, but the other part, and just smash its head in, and then
yeah. I don't feel good about it, but I was so done with the mice. I was just so done. Like I could hear them at night. I could hear them going up the blinds. I was just so done, and that one had to.
You can hear going up the blinds. That's awful.
Oh, it was horrible. Yeah. It was the worst. Yeah. Yeah.
That's shitty. Yeah, no, I understand that fucking. I like to call it a ghetto lullaby. Fall asleep to the sound of rats fucking scratching inside the walls.
Worse.
Always. You just. You're just like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
No, get out of here. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, for that, I'm like, once you grow out of being like low middle class and you grow into like the middle class, we're paying, we get mice, I'm calling an exterminator.
Oh, absolutely.
We get fucking what else? What else do people get?
Ants. Oh, I told you about
with ants.
I tell you about the whole wall that was covered in ants one time?
No.
And there were like fire ants too, so I woke up getting bit all over.
Yeah.
It was, and I had to go to school that day, and just how paranoid I was going to school, and like I'm checking myself every 5 minutes, just like if I bring ants into the school, I'll get bullied for life.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 30. I was high school, so minimum 15, 16.
Oh yeah, no, that would be embarrassing too.
Oh man, no. Surprisingly, the school I went to, I'm not saying I didn't get bullied, but I thought I'd get stuffed in the locker more often than not. You know, 4 is not a lot. No, just kidding.
In the high school I went to, I mean, there was cliques for sure, but I don't remember like there's people being jerks, obviously, but I don't remember like what you see in TV of like your typical like
like the jock is just like hey nerd,
yeah, and like shoving people in like you said in the lockers or like giving them like what is it called with the what your under
the
wedgie or wet willies or yeah like that. No, or at least I never heard of it.
No, I think because also too we were like the first class. The school was brand new, so we were the first class. Yeah, there was no older guys. We were the older ones. But yeah, there was never any jogs. There was gang members, but
yeah,
I guess they weren't as annoying.
No, the gang members they stick to their own little.
They stick to their own thing. Like if you have a problem with them, they'll only come up to you if they got a problem. But other than that, they leave you alone.
And they also try to get members, so they're not going to be. They're actually going to be pretty friendly, honestly.
Yeah.
So
get out of here, puppy.
But yeah, puppy. We took our puppy grooming today, and
she doesn't look like It the Clown this time.
Yeah, the groomer did a really good job. That's that one. Tell her, yeah.
And I think the one lady that we didn't like, I think that was her that was like kind of standing off to the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think. She kind of had her back to him. The dog she had was like, just, right, now turn right, and the dog turned. She's like, okay, now turn, and the dog turned.
I swear, all the dogs, every time I go, like, all the dogs are perfect. And then I just drop off Leia, hoping to God that she's not the worst dog they get for the day.
And all I know is that every time I pick her up, the first question is always, who are you picking up? And then when they find out, they go, how old is she? Mm-hmm. And then once they, I get it. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it?
Or when I drop her off, they ask, has she been here before? And I'm like, yeah, it's like her 4th or 5th time.
The rambunctious one, the rascal.
Yeah, she's a little rascal.
The one that you always say she's a handful. Yeah, we're back.
Well, we go every 3, I think the math, 2.5 months. So, I mean, she'll get used to it, right? Or are we supposed to do a full training so that she acts like the other dogs that are chill?
We should get her some more proper discipline, not just the training, more like obedience.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she kind of just lives by the beat of her own drum. She decides to do what she wants to do.
So does that make us hippie parents? Hippie dog parents?
I think, that's one of the reasons why. Well, actually, this was one of the things. I think this was the thing. So last night we're in bed and we started a conversation, and I was like, "Oh, this is really good. Let's save it for the podcast." And then both of us all day today are like, "What were we talking about last night?"
It was good.
It was really good.
It was good.
But I know. So we've talked about we are millennials, and we've made the decision that we don't want to have kids.
Fur babies.
We stick with fur babies.
Yeah. It does feel less and less frequent now that people are all like, so when are you two gonna, and what follows after that?
Yeah, I feel like we've been very clear with everyone that we're not gonna have kids, so I feel like no one asks us anymore.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I get like, are you sure?
They're a miracle of life. Yeah, they're a miracle of life. I agree on that, but also, it's a big miracle. I don't want to deal with that.
It's just a big responsibility.
Yeah, if my name was Jesus, I'd deal with miracles, but it's not. That's not my department.
Yeah.
It's for old big guns upstairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think it should be okay. And then the one question that always comes, well, what are you gonna do when you get old? I'm gonna wander the street. My Alzheimer's is gonna take me to the middle of the street, and there's gonna be a beautiful like a 2047 Hummer that runs on water, and then it's just gonna hit me, and it's gonna be a peaceful death. That's how I'm gonna die.
Okay, you're talking about death. They're talking about you get Alzheimer's. Who's gonna take care of you?
Yeah, my Alzheimer's will carry me into the street.
But what about that period before that, the death?
Well, I would be so into my Alzheimer's, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on. I don't think I'm thinking of the right disease.
You're just gonna walk around smelling like shit and piss, and who's gonna do the grocery shit? Who's gonna feed you?
Oh, I just assume we're both out there going crazy as hell. I thought we're both out there with dementia, just who are you? You know who I am. Well, no, you know who I am. I don't. All right, let's just keep walking.
Yeah. No, I feel like I've come up with a future plan in a way.
Okay, so you know what? Let's give future non-parents advice on what's going to happen when we get old and there's no kids to take care of us and put us in a home.
So I think that wait, I'm confused about who you want us to talk to, huh?
I'm just saying the up-and-coming parents of non-kids
They're not parents if they're not non-kids, so that you're confusing me with your word. With your words.
Okay, I'm sorry. So go ahead with your plan and what we're gonna do when we're old.
Well, you have enough money to, like you said, before you get to that point, you pay for your own assisted living. And then there's nurses and stuff in there. And you pay for a good one, 4 stars or above.
But do people know that they're getting there?
What do you mean?
You said before you get there,
before you get to the place where you can't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know when you're gonna get there?
I'm assuming after 65. So then you hit when time you get to 60, I'm gonna be living in assisted living. I'm gonna be having parties with all the grannies and stuff.
I mean, I'll come by and visit.
I love I love party planning. So me and the grannies, we're gonna.
That's assuming the grannies aren't like curmudgeons who want nothing to do with anybody. Because how many of them actually got dumped in that assisted living place?
And I'm gonna show them that this is the good life. This is what you want. You don't want to be a burden for your own children, and then they have to take care of you.
True, but you also, yeah, I guess so.
I'd rather my kids live their lives with. Well, we're not gonna have kids, but what I'm saying is that I just don't want to be a burden on anybody. So I would rather just take care of myself. I'm also grew up where I'm very independent. I don't like relying on anybody. So but I'll pay somebody to take care of me. I have no issues with that.
I'm quietly shaking my head on this side because you said take care of yourself.
Take care of myself.
And the whole point of this conversation is that you're jumping into an assisted living, so it's not by yourself. Burn.
Okay, but then I finished my statement because I realized what I was saying.
Let the record show, Miss Scabarelli.
What I'm saying is, I'll pay for somebody to take care of me. I don't want someone to take care of me for free.
You don't think you'll be that older lady that's just like, I'm taking all my savings to the casino and I'm just paying the penny slots, and you're just gonna live at the slots like a lot of these old people?
No,
you don't think so?
I will do that, but why can't I do both? Why can't I live in assisted living and then go? I'm pretty sure they have a little small bus that takes you to the casino.
No, that's a good point. I would hope so.
Yeah.
But man, maybe not too much. Maybe they're afraid that it might cause an addiction, so they wouldn't do that.
Why is that an issue for people when they're getting old? Let me be addicted to whatever the hell I want.
That's true. I guess you gotta have to follow their rules. You're in their home now.
You know what? Fine. New plan. I'm opening my own assisted living place, and I make my own damn rules.
And I get to
do whatever the hell I want.
You're gonna call it Michelle and Me. It's just you in the front window, just waving at everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know we've also talked about we want to build really good relationships with our nieces and nephews so that they can take care of us possibly.
And how many of our nieces and nephews love us right now?
Look, my niece and my nephew, the older ones, they love me. My brother's kids?
Yeah.
The younger one, I don't really know her that well.
Bad, but she's pinky up.
She loves you, yeah. But well, your cousin's kids, they're still too little.
They're still too little, and
yeah.
They don't want Uncle Vinny with. They don't want their style to be cramped by Uncle Vinny.
Well, we also got a lot of competition going on with that one.
That's true.
I have zero competition. It's just me and my sister competing with my niece and nephew. So
that's true.
But over here you got the cousin sibling. You got your siblings.
A message to the cousins: get the fuck out of my way. You've had your turn. Get out of my way. Let me hold them. Let you get to the side here. It's my turn. Plus, I'm still waiting on the day he reads my book that I gave him.
Oh my god! Guys,
who else? Who else would give a very intelligent 47th-month-old?
47-month-old?
No, he was a year old, and I gave him a book, and it may or may not have chapters in it.
So I'm trying to buy gifts for his our nephew's first birthday, and I was like, I want to, with special. Being a teacher, I wanted to get him a couple books we grew up with, right? The rainbow fish, green eggs and ham, like
one fish, two fish.
Yeah, one fish. So I was like,
the little dummy's gotta learn how to read.
So I was like, hey, help me pick a book. Like, I want you to actually pick a book, and you go, my favorite book is this one. So I search it up on Amazon. I don't remember the name of it.
It rhymes.
I search it up on Amazon, and I said, this one? And you're like, yeah, this one. The book comes. Guys, remember, this kid turned 1 year old. This is a chapter book for like a 5th grader.
And who's to say the parents of that child will not advance it up to the 5th grade level by 1st grade?
I mean, maybe he's pretty smart, but still.
You're calling my cousin dumb?
I said he's pretty smart.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is how long it's going to take years before that. By the time that book is going to be like in the dumpster somewhere. By the time I actually read that book.
If she's listening to this, if I find that book in the fucking dumpster, your whole family's going to end up in the dumpster. They don't call me Barbarani for nothing.
Oh my God. First we start talking about bank robberies, and then we start talking about this.
Oh, this is our criminal episode. This is 48 hours.
Yeah. By the way, we're the most square people, okay? I'm just putting it out there.
I'd just say the most we'll do is like steal a pencil. And even that, I start shaking at night. Just like, fuck, what if they needed this pencil?
Yeah.
They're out of erasers and shit.
Yeah.
And it's a number 2.
Oh, God.
We're dummies. So, animals. We love our animals. Our pet dogs. Mm-hmm. Our rambunctious rodents that we're going to use to rob banks and cut wires and stuff. I like that. What was I going to ask you? There was something I was going to... fuck. I was going to ask you something to wrap this up.
Oh, well, I was going to bring up something.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, I don't know if maybe you guys saw, but on TikTok this weekend, it was the first UFC fight card, and we were like, oh, we want to play some bets, right? Right. Yeah, it was for the UFC fights. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we want to play some bets. So we looked at the weigh-ins, like we did our research. Could we have done more research? Sure. But I felt pretty confident in my choices.
Yeah, I thought I was confident too.
And we put out a video. We tell people what we picked, and we lose on the first leg.
And man, we took that video.
And we were like, take that video.
Our credibility with tens of people.
But that got me thinking, though, all these guys that post like bets and stuff, I wonder what their percentage is of how many times they actually hit. Because we've followed some of we've actually copied some of their bets, and more than not, we've lost.
Right.
So I just want to know what their percentage, what their success rate actually is.
I gotta be enough. At least the main guy that we follow, he did like this. What is it, like something Cauldron, like FanDuel Cauldron or whatever? But basically, it was him and a former NFL player going head to head, and it was just like 3 straight bets, like 3 like a money line bet, like a point spread bet, and whatever. And yeah, the NFL player, he won that round, but and also the point I'm trying to make is that the fact that an NFL player is kind of like teaming up with this guy to do bets and stuff, and this guy seems to be winning a lot more than that. So we just I think more so we got to keep a closer eye on it.
Yeah,
and they do too. Like the AI helps them with all that stuff and with their research and whatnot.
Yeah,
so that's why I was saying too. Like we got to figure out. I think it could help us out if we learned how to use that in our research.
AI,
like the AI stuff and like.
Well, I've asked it before. I was like, "Who's going to win the Super Bowl?" Like, okay, I can't answer that.
I love you just dumped all over. No, we're not just be like, "Who wins this fight this weekend?" No, you got to look at stats. You got to look at rounds. You got to look at weather. You got to look at referees. You got to look at fight camps. See, amateurs like you, us.
But anyway, then we were like bummed, and we were like, take that video out. Even though we were like, we should have kept the video because it would have been good conversation for people to be like, you guys suck, and like any sort of commenting helps us out at this point.
That's true.
We'll take it.
Yeah, no,
hate comments.
We messed up by putting the video down because it makes us look guilty. It makes us look bad if we.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Next time we'll keep it up. Whatever.
Well, there's fights this weekend, so.
Another technically not pay-per-view anymore. Paramount Plus.
It's Paramount Plus. Card. 0 pay-per-views from here on out.
So what are they called? What are they called though?
They're just main cards, just fight cards.
But they're all called main cards. They're all fight cards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so there's the number cards, and then there's the fight night cards. The fight nights, you'll always get the lower ranked guys.
Well, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so 324 when it's numbered, it's a high profile fight. This past weekend was 324. Upcoming 325 in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
Aussie.
But with that, I was gonna say that then we placed football bets on Sunday, and we both won.
We hit. It was like a 6-legger too.
Yeah, it was like 6 legs, and I put $10 and I got 69, and you put.
I put $5 and I got like 57.
Yeah. So so I mean. And 1 out of 2 of our bets this weekend hit.
And that's the guy that I just mentioned too, that we kind of mainly follow.
We do, yeah. Yeah, I kind of went a little safer than what he was saying, but
same.
I'm curious though if his actually hit.
His hit.
It did hit.
The way he did it.
The way he did exactly hit. Okay. But yeah. anyway, we do like to gamble. We do want to start adding that, so you guys will see that in our reels for TikTok. Only TikTok. Let's keep it out TikTok. But we do want to place bets. We are obviously going to do some research and stuff, and we do look at what other betting people put and see what their track record is. But anyway, the reason I brought this up is because today, and maybe the video is old already, is that thanks to the big beautiful bill, and I don't want to get political here, but gambling. So let's say that you spend starting in 2026, you spend $1,000 betting, and then you lost $1,000 betting. So you're basically at zero. You're at zero. Negative 1,000. You would never have to pay taxes on that because you evened out zero, right? But now, if you go to zero, you still have to pay taxes because you can only claim a certain amount of losses. So the way the guy was saying it in the video, it seemed like it was like 90%. Like you can only claim 90% of losses, so then you would still pay 10%, which is so ridiculous. And I'm like, I literally evened out, and now I have to pay money even though I evened out. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So we're kind of like, well, yeah, it's just I don't even want to think about it. It's just like they're already taxing in Illinois. You got to pay an extra 50 cents to bet.
Oh yeah, that's another one. That's true.
Dumbass. Yeah. It's a dumbass state.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. But we're very excited. So the Super Bowl, we like to bring gambling to Super Bowl parties that don't typically gamble. So that's what we're going to do this time around, and I'm very excited because usually we walk out with some money.
I know, but we don't know. We're not going to know a lot of these people. So like,
who cares?
And you really want to organize that?
Who cares? I'm the house.
Yeah, but that's my thing is you gotta like rally all these people together to get their money and stuff.
Sure,
I know. I don't want to be people. I wouldn't want to like try to finagle everybody.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
No, especially with people who don't know anything about sports. If these people don't know anything about sports, you're gonna have a hard time.
You know that the Super Bowl games that we play have nothing to do with you having any sort of knowledge. You would literally pick numbers and you pick cards. It's all luck based, 100% luck based.
Okay. My thing is just like let's just sit there and enjoy the game. But I see what you're saying. If you want to gamble,
if I can walk out with $25, I can walk out with $25.
It's just more so the organizing. I don't, how I feel about large groups not paying attention.
Yeah, I'm fine doing that. But we'll see. I'm gonna bring them. See if people want to do it. If they don't want to do it, that's fine. But
yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to the food. I heard the food was going to be great. So
the food is. I'm very excited about the food.
Oh, we ruined it.
Oh God!
That's where we have to. That's where we're gonna wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't guess it already, we were not trying to say the word fuck. No, just kidding. We said the word food.
We didn't want to say food or bring anything up regarding food because we were like every episode we bring up food and we're like we don't want to do that anymore because this is not a food based.
Can I blame that on you? You brought up the Super Bowl.
No.
Like you didn't want to bring up the F word. You don't bring anything.
I was talking about gambling and then the Super Bowl.
And gambling gets you hungry. Gambling gets you hungry.
You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not taking any blame for this.
All right, I'm Vinny Barberini. That's Michelle. Always to blame, Scabarelli. And check us out on all our socials. Come back, listen twice, listen 3 times. We want to be your favorite couple on this medium. You're listening to a couple things. Until next week, final words?
No, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
No TikTok,
and Instagram, YouTube. And YouTube. Follow us there. Comment. Please comment. Please like.
And share it with your friends.
And share with your friends.
Boring friends. They're not as fun as we are. So try to get them on the same level we are. And until next week, a toodaloo.